Hey traders, John Howell here. Today, or in this video, I want to share with you what I'm seeing right now happening in the gold mining sector. Also gold and silver as well too. We're getting a little bit of a pullback within these overall markets here, but I really honestly believe that this pullback is likely to be very short-lived. We may get a little bit more downside, but we're probably likely to have a bounce, and then off that bounce, we're probably likely to see quite a good move. Could be like a slingshot pattern as well too. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get straight into the video now. So I want to start off with, I'll start off with the gold mining stocks that I'm seeing right now. And I'll share with you what I'm actually seeing here right now in the gold mining sector. So the first level that I'm noticing, again, this what we're looking at right now is the GDXJ. This is my baby, right? I call it my baby because this is the one that I'm really heavily invested in, and I see big moves coming very, very, very soon. In a few, I say very soon, I'm like in a few years, right? And the reason why I say a few years, guys, is because let me make one thing clear. I don't know when this super cycle boom is going to happen within gold, silver, the gold, especially gold mining stocks in the mining sector. But I honestly believe that on the other side of the next recession, because in the next recession, there's going to be a lot more printing of money and so on and so forth, right? So the big thing is, so the big thing is that, you know, sometimes when you got to sneeze, so I paused the video just then, I had to sneeze. I'm like, did I get it? Oh no, it's got to come back in. So anyway, so I'm looking at there's going to be a super cycle boom, and I don't know whether whether we started it now, whether we actually started the bottom now, or what's going to happen here. But I do believe if I had to draw like a bit of a trend line here, and this goes for gold as well too. Actually, no, gold is actually slightly different. I'll show you what I mean here. So if I actually drew a bit of a vertical line here, right? So this is 2020. This is basically the start of 2025. I honestly believe that if we have a look at the gold mining sector, that I believe I believe we're going to see a super cycle boom. Now, when I say that, I don't know how it's going to play out, because what we could get is that we could get something like this, right? We could get something like this, like a bit of a pullback, and then a bit of a breakout. We could go sideways for a bit, maybe up through a bit, right? Come down through there. And then we start to see a big move up. Like we could get something like that. Makes sense? And then the super cycle boom starts. Now, super cycle boom, what I mean by that is like over the course of 2 or 3 or 4 years, we're likely to see incredible movements. Like we're talking explosive movements. Silver, gold, and the mining sector are going to go absolutely burko. Okay. From the, say, 2025 through to 2030, we're likely to see one of the most craziest bull markets. And those who are positioned, and that's why I'm positioned now, because guess what? We may have already formed the bottom, and it's going to slowly make its way up before we start to really see some big vertical action. Makes sense? So that's where, like, for me personally, I'm already invested. I have been investing, and I still am invested into the gold mining sector, because I see this type of move coming, and I see, but I just don't know how it's going to form when it comes to that there. So guys, let me know what's your number one sort of gold mining stock out there. But looking at that through, I just wanted to share that with you, because I really do see that there's going to be some incredible moves. And guys, like we're talking like moves that can really set you up financially, because by the time we get to the end of the 2030s and so on and so forth, there's going to be a massive devastation. There's going to be massive defaults. There's going to be another big, massive printing of money that's coming. And that's it. Then it's like, and then 3-4 years later, it's going to be really, 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 really bad, right? So it's, just keep that in mind. By the time we get to the 2030s, there's going to be massive rampant inflation again, massive interest rate spikes. You know, you could possibly even short TLT if you wanted to, if you think about that, right, on the inverse, right? So anyway, just some investment opportunities that you can take advantage of. I'm thinking about investment opportunities now. Anyway, so this is the GDXJ here, but looking at this is that's the big long-term picture there for the GDXJ. I've got so many ideas in my head right now because I'm just sharing that with you, right, about the TLT. It's like, oh well. Anyway, so But by looking at this here, we can see we've had a move up and a move down and a move up and a move down. But what's happening right now with this here is that let's actually draw a bit of an array from there to there. So we can see that we've had a move up and a move down, and you can see we're actually at that level right now, aren't we? So if I drew, let's actually draw that through there to there. As you can see, that resistance there, that resistance there, and where we're squeezing up right now. If we go to our weekly chart for the GDXJ, you can see what is going on with this GDXJ chart, right? We are doing what? We're actually starting to, and again, guys, I'm heavily invested in the GDXJ right now. I have been for a long time. I was investing all the way down through here, and I invested heavily last year as well too. So what we're looking at here is, look at this here. So we actually had a move up, then a move down, higher low, move up, and now we're getting this here, right? So we're probably going to get a move down, and then I believe we're going to get a breakout, and then possibly start to see a move up from there from when looking at this GDXJ chart here itself. So that's what I'm seeing through there, guys. If I'm having a look at the gold mining stocks itself, one of my favorite is one of my favorites is the Barrick Gold one. I believe Barrick Gold is a solid company, and I believe we're likely to see some really incredible moves. We've had a strong high low, bit of a move up. Now we're slightly getting a bit of a pullback. Probably likely to be a bit of a short-lived pullback, I would say, because then we're probably likely to see something like that coming out of Barrick Gold from there. So looking at the daily charts, again, possibly short-term little pullback. We do have a bit of a short-term double top, so we may get a little bit more of a pullback. But as you can see, if you have a look at this here, we're probably squeezing up and to make this sort of triangle pattern. We probably get a bounce. We'll probably get something like this if we did get that pullback. Probably down through here, back up through there, somewhere through there, and then a bit of a breakout through there as well from that point through there. Let's go have a look at then that's the gold mining sector. Let's go have a look at gold itself. So gold, and I've already drawn some trend lines here, but let me take this off the screen. And let me bring on this weekly chart here for a minute, because sometimes when we're trying to see what's really going on, sometimes, as you can see, right, looking at the weekly charts is one of the most important things we can actually do to see what's going on here, right? So we can see we've had a move up and a move down, and now we've had another move up, and now we're getting a little bit of a pullback. So let's now go to the daily charts now, and we can actually see that we had this move up, and now we're having a bit of a pullback, but I believe we're likely to only get a pullback down towards this trend line here. And if I use the Fibonacci levels from that low to the high point through there, as you can see, right, that if we did get a bit of a pullback in gold, it's probably only going to be down towards this trend line, which is what? That's actually going to be nice, healthy, right? Up, and then a pullback, and then back up again, and then a pullback, and then we're probably going to start to see a move up. Now, once we do start to break above this sort of resistance up here, this sort of 2,000, this 2,100 or so level from there, once we start to see that, then we're probably likely to see some really big moves out of gold, especially with gold, because gold hasn't been doing much. And that's where, like I was saying, like with the mining sector, I'm not too sure about having big moves, but once gold breaks out of that resistance level through there, because as you can see, we've just been in one big massive sort of triangle pattern or big bit of a channel here. So once what I see happening from here, if I just take my Fibonacci off the screen, is that I see this thing probably having a bit of a pullback to create a little higher low, and then we're probably likely to see a move back up. So if I had to draw it on there, we'll probably get maybe a bit of a move to the downside, come up like that there, and then once we get the breakout, that's 1, 2, 3, the triple top here. And once we get that, it's now going to create a higher low, and then once it breaks, it's going to be like like when you put the finger over the water, right? It's going to be like a nozzle squeezing out really fast, and it's going to squirt. And so therefore, we're likely to get a really big strong breakout. And so for me personally, I have a target of at least on this level through here. I have a target of 2,500. How I get that target, guys, is I'm just using the projection. And so essentially what I mean by that is that I get a measure from the high of the channel down to the low of the channel, right, somewhere through there, and then I project that up from there to there, as you can see, right, from there to there. And then so you can see, actually, if I bring that down a bit more from there to there, right? You can see we're almost at that 2,500 points, so 2,450. But the reason why I've done it at 2,500 because it's a round number, right? So we're probably like to overshoot and get to the round number. So gold could be getting ready to take on some serious price action, guys, and it could be really good. Now I'm investing in this. I've already invested in gold, and I'm investing in the mining sector for what I've just explained in this video. But also there could be some really good trading opportunities coming as well too. Hey traders, I want to give you free access to my Mastering the Markets trading course. If you go to johnsfreegift.com, here's what you're going to learn in there. You're going to learn the #1 chart reading and trading technique that's been working since the 1950s. You're going to learn the trading boundaries technique that shows you the best and worst time to place a trade. You're going to learn also about price and time phases so you can understand what's going on right now and also what's to come as well too. My #1 powerful short-term income trading system that gets a 90% success rate, the most powerful trading techniques on the planet, the biggest trading mistakes that's stopping you from making an income. You're going to learn all about the super trader formula, plus the 3 secrets to making a full-time income from trading. So this is what I want you to do right now. Go to johnsfreegift.com. Go there right now. Get free access to this trading course. Go get the help. It's 100% free. Go there right now. Go to johnsfreegift.com right now.